This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, Bruce.
Jody, I feel like this is the time where we need to have the let's get ready to rumble sound effect, because
I don't know how that sounds.
it has been a long time since we've done a beer tasting episode.
Woo, watch out, everybody.
Yeah, like I don't know if we've done one this year. I don't remember.
We should have.
This year feels like it's been a decade long. So
yeah.
It's time for one of our most favorite seasons, and that's fall. And so it's time for the fall beer tasting.
Woo, the crowd goes wild.
Yes. And I know that that we've got a lot of beers to get through. So we're not going to do our customary let's talk about things and then get into a beer. We're going to get right into
We're just going to get drunk. I mean, we're going to taste. We're going to taste.
Of course.
Beers.
Of course, yes.
Taste and be very sophisticated about our beers.
Drink responsibly, folks. And we do that by hanging out and drinking during a podcast. So
yeah, at home. Whatever.
Yes. So
you're starting us off with what? What do you got?
So I am starting with a beer that is called. So all of my beers today are they're German beers. I just kind of went for it, and that's what I ended up with. So
they're going to be really hard to pronounce.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Schonramer, something like that. Schonramer Gold. It's a fest beer. And it's honestly, I like the label. I love the old school like German labels. Let me show you, so you can kind of see.
Oh, very shiny.
Yeah, gold label.
Like a crest of some kind.
Yes, there's a crest. I'm guessing that says established 1780 or something along those lines. Yeah, and so it's it's a classic German beer, and I love the labels, so I had to get it. And here we go. Yeah, fest beer. Tis the season, right?
Yes. I'm not seeing, it says a 5.7 alcohol by volume and a 24 IBU. Okay. So you can, for all these beers, they're going to be on our Untapped beer list. So you can follow along. You don't have to try and write down all these beers. They'll be on our beer list on Untapped.
Right. So this is, well, it's a little malty. There's a little bit of sweetness. slightly grainy.
Okay.
I would absolutely love a bratwurst with this, and not just because it's right about lunchtime when we're recording this.
I know, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, right.
I'll
So
probably have to go to Prost after this and get some brats.
you're right down the street
I
from,
know.
from Prost. It's glorious.
It's
Yes.
probably gonna be crazy down there soon.
Yes. So yeah, that is
You like that
beer,
one?
beer number one for me. Yeah, I like this. I
Yeah.
feel like this is a like hang out, eat brats with friends, drink some beer kind of beer. It feels like that kind of thing where you would hang out. You could do this and be out on a deck or a patio or something and really enjoy yourself. So recommended.
Excellent. That's a good way to start it.
Mhm.
Well, since we're going with sort of German style, I'm having a Belgian style wheat beer brewed with spices. And this
Interesting.
is from Monkless Belgian Ales from Bend, Oregon. I am not going to try I'll try and say this one. If you're watching the video, you can see this gobbledygook of a name here that
I love that. I love it.
Scheppelkoffegan.
Scheppelkoffegan. Yep.
Named after 4 friends who love their lighter beers. The hard saying yet easy drinking beer was created as an ode to a friendship. Refreshing wit beer is brewed with fresh orange zest and coriander, packed full of fresh citrus flavor and balanced spice. Shep begs to be enjoyed with friends and is proof that not all Belgian style beers have to be big in alcohol, only big in flavor.
Hey, I like that.
We call it Shep because no one
Yes.
can pronounce
Scheppelkoffegan. See, I like that because a lot of Belgians just kick you in the face, man. I mean, they're a high ABV, they're just strong, and that's fine. Sometimes I like that, but other times,
yeah, this one's a 5.4, so not crazy. And a 16 IBU, but I like that spice. You can kind of feel it on the sides. Yeah, that's
nice.
Light, floral, spicy, sweet, smoked is well. You can kind of with the spiciness, there's kind of a smokiness. That's very good.
Speaking of
Scheppelkoffegan.
Nice. Speaking of smoke, did you walk outside and notice everything was covered in ash?
I didn't notice the ash, I guess maybe, but it was very hazy yesterday for sure.
So we went outside this morning and it was like it looked like there was mud all over everything kind of, but it was like ash had rained out of the sky.
Lovely.
And then it went away. And yeah, it was crazy.
Yesterday was very hazy and burny in the eyes. Okay, I gotta not drink all of that on my first one.
So in between beers, what's going on with you? How's life?
Oh, we got Bearskin moved into our new office. Like I think we're pretty much all in there now. There might be some little straggly bits and pieces.
Nice.
But that was, quite the job. I posted some photos and videos on our Instagram of us. I was so sweaty on Sunday moving all those boxes, but it's so nice to be in a big open space with a freight elevator. So we can just, when we receive new stuff, which is somewhere in some port stuck somewhere right now, along with everything else. But yeah, so we have like a freight elevator, a nice big amount of space.
That's awesome.
We're up on like the 5th floor of some old building. It's kind of in the Pearl district of Portland area, but it's like the Northwest industrial area. So
I like all of that.
It's trendy adjacent. So
which is perfect. That's
we're not paying the high prices of being trendy, but we can still just walk to the breweries or whatever after work or whatever. So that's
what you want. That's what you want. Trendy adjacent. Yes.
Yeah. But it's a really cool old building, which I really love. So there's lots of brickwork and fun big timbers, and it's a really eclectic group of people in this building. There's some other clothing brands, some like film people. There's people that have been there forever, and so it's really cool. Everyone's they're like, "Who are you guys? What's going on? What are you doing?"
Hey, that's good.
The new neighbors, I like
nice that. Meeting new people and being around other people. So yeah, very good.
So that's kind of new for us, and we're still waiting on the product. I'm glad that there was a little delay so that we can get it into the new space easier, but it's kind of outside of our hands with all the delays that have been happening with shipping and everything.
Yeah.
So, but we're excited. We're, you know, in a new space, getting organized. That'll kind of take a while, but you know, we're shipping orders and stuff already, but
Right.
a lot of organizing to be done.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm excited about it. I wish I was at the Bearskin office more than I am. So hopefully
Right.
soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yes.
Yes. Well, cool. Well, for me, it has been the last couple of weeks have been fairly chill. It's just kind of my kids are getting ready to go back to school, and like everybody who's got kids going back to school, well, most everybody who's got kids going back to school, that's kind of a it's a nerve-wracking experience.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to make the most of the last couple of weeks before they get back. As of now, they go back this week. So we got out of town, did some things, just kind of trying to enjoy it while we can. And it's been fun. It's been nice. I'm excited that they get to go back and be around other kids and all of that.
I mean, that's a good thing, is like being able to socialize again, but it's still like that's going to be awkward and weird because they haven't been around.
Right.
Just like how we were quarantined for so long. Trying to be social again is hard. I can't, like, being in grade school or school again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, their teachers said that they're going to be spending the first month or so just really focused on that, on kind of reconnecting and
good.
Finding
hammer into the books right away, like
finding their comfort zone, all that kind of thing. So
good.
That's really good, and I think that's big. Aside from that, my buddy that I haven't seen in a long time came up to Portland, and I got to hang out with him for an extended weekend, and it was great. It was just one of those things where I had forgotten what it was like to be around other people and how important that is. It was great. It was really cool to kind of take him around Portland, see the sights, eat the foods, that kind of thing. So fun to do that. It's really been pretty chill as far as those things go with like work and Chubster related stuff. It's a lot of getting ready for holiday. A lot of companies are already starting to hit on here's what we're doing. Here are stocking stuffers. Here's Christmas stuff.
Right. Yeah.
What partnerships can we do for Christmas? So getting ready for all of that, kind of prepping and putting everything together. There's a lot that goes into that, and instead of doing it last minute, here we are mid-September.
You got to get it early.
You got to hit it hard. So a lot of those kind of things. Onboarding writers, bringing in new writers to Chubster.
How's that going?
It's been kind of a longer process, but it's good because lots of people were interested. So I'm kind of going through and starting to talk to people and kind of go through resumes, go through writing samples, all that good stuff. So it's it is fun. It's been cool. It's been cool to kind of do, but it's like with anything, you have this idea and you're like, I want to do this thing, and then you realize there are all of the
other things you didn't think about. You're like,
So lots of steps involved and lots of things there, but it's going to be worth it. And I'm really excited to have several other people writing for the site and getting more, not just more content out there, but other stories, other points of view, things that
that's really important.
Things that I might just never think to write about or not have the time to. So super excited about all that. So
good.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun rest of the year into 2022. Jesus.
Totally. I know.
It's coming, and like it's going by so fast.
It is. Yeah. So we do have some other things to talk about, things that we brought in that aren't related to us directly. That we think that if you're listening to this, you're going to like. I brought a couple clothing brands that we're going to talk about, and Jody brought a life-saving product that I'm excited to hear about.
Especially after today's episode. It's after today's a lifesaver.
Yes. So,
do you want me to talk about it now?
I don't know. I mean, if you're ready, it might be good to talk about.
Let's have another beer. All right.
All right.
And then we'll get into that.
Okay. All right. So
What's your next one?
I'm always excited about these old school bottles with kind of the flip top sort of thing.
Nice.
So I have another German beer. It is Flensburger Dunkel. It is a dark lager beer.
I'm already giggling at names. So.
Yes. This beer has been around since 1888, 4.8%. Straight out of Germany.
Show it to me.
Yes.
Flensburger
Dunkel. Yes. And I love opening and closing these things. I love that they have these kind of like fancy sort of ceramic-ish looking tops that
I like trying to reuse those ones.
Yeah, like I mean the size of the beer fits into my hand, so I'm not going to be saving this beer for later, but I love the idea. I love the idea.
Well, I think it's fun with those those weird top, the little hingy tops on them. I don't know what they call those, but yeah, you can use them for something else, like put flavored olive oils or something in there.
Hey, good. I like that. Repurpose. Yeah. So let's see. It's it's darker. It's not super dark. I mean, it's a Dunkel. So let's see here.
Oh, lager.
Ooh, that's malty goodness. It's dry. It's a little biscuity.
Okay.
There's some toffee going on there. And luckily it's not like the burnt toffee kind of taste that some of these beers when they try to have they just don't get it right. This is actually really good. It's super smooth. I feel like it's 4.8%, so this is one that you can kind of hang with for a while. That
looks nice.
Very impressed.
Wow. The name of that brewery is kind of crazy.
It is, let's see here.
Flensburger.
Flensburger Brewery, Emil Peterson, GmbH and Co. KG Flensburg. So Flensburger Brewery, which I'm guessing is brewery. That's the extent of my German. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know much of anything else about it, but I like it. And
it says malty, dark, smooth, and sweet. Is that the toffiness that's kind of sweet?
It definitely is. It's not I'm so on toffee, like actual toffee. So this is not overpowering. It's not overwhelming as far as that goes. I feel like it's right where it needs to be a pretty easy drinker. And you know me, when it comes to the dark beers, I'm so on that. So and this is not super dark, like I said. This is one that I would definitely drink again.
Good.
Yeah. What do you have?
I am trying to find it on here.
So many beers.
So one of my favorite places is to get different beers is this McMiniman's Bottle Shop on I forgot where it's at. 21st,
maybe.
It's actually down by the new office, so it's really handy.
Is it on like 23rd or 21st, something like that?
Something like that. I think 23rd.
If you're in Portland, then that
23rd
means something.
Avenue Bottle Shop, McMiniman's. Anyways,
right. If you're in Portland, that means something to you. If you're not in Portland, you don't care. But
when you come to Portland, you definitely need to check it out.
McMiniman's is everywhere. They do all kinds of really cool things. So
have a fun but anyways, I went in there to get fall beer, and the person working there was like, "Oh, you need to try these fresh hop beer. We just got some in." And I was like, "Why is that a thing?" And she's like, "Well, when they harvest the hops, obviously it's fresh. So then when they do the brewing, they use those fresh hops in there to make it. I mean, if you ever had a fresh hop IPA, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be a little crazy. Not always my favorite. It's a little too hoppy sometimes. But I thought that was a really cool, like, oh, that is a fall thing when they harvest them. They're fresh. So I have a Level Beer, which is a brewery here in the Portland area. Fresh hop hazy IPA, a foggy ale. This is a very special seasonal beer. We put hundreds of pounds of the finest fresh picked Willamette Valley hops into this hazy IPA. We hope you enjoy this beer as much as we do. It's a 6.5, and the hoppy meter is all the way to the top. Oh, I'm almost scared of this one.
There are I'm
Sorry.
a big fan of fresh hop beer. I think there are some really good ones, and luckily on Untapped I have tracked these things. So
Goodness sakes.
powerful.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to
that's
find it on here.
part of the fun. Part of the
Yeah,
fun.
this is a kick you in the face one.
Yes. What's the percentage on that?
It's at 6.5 ABV. Why can I not find this on their list? Come on, level beer.
I always liked.
Maybe it's so new that it's not on here.
Yeah, I always liked some of the stone beers. They do, like, their Enjoy By is pretty good. I mean, it says it's an Imperial Double IPA. Pretty sure it's like a fresh hopped beer, and the first one of those that I ever had was just like life changing. I gave it 5 stars on Untapped, which very few things get a 5-star rating from me.
They have a lot of fresh hop on here, so I don't know.
Yeah. So, yes, I would be down with
here,
trying.
fresh hop hazy IPA 21. This one must be this one.
Perfect.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't really say much, but yeah, it doesn't even say the IBUs on there.
Wow, so powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the first sip isn't bad, but it really kicks you in the back.
It comes back and surprises you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to drink a lot of these, but it's a fun experience to
it's interesting.
Have the fresh hop.
Yeah, it's interesting that that the person told you that would be like a fall beer, but I guess I could see the reasoning. It's like if the fresh hopped, that you really want to drink those within a certain amount of time, generally. So,
but I feel like you can get them year round, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so I'm like, huh.
Yeah. Well,
but this is freshly fresh hopped.
Oh. There we go. Nice.
So I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, that's good. And now that you're having these different beers, and some of these that are very intense and powerful, you have something that's going to help you get through.
So
later on.
I don't know how many of you have tried different anti-hangover cures. Sometimes at the gas stations or at the liquor store, they have little things here and there. You're like, I'll try it. And they never really work. So I got served an ad somewhere, Facebook, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'll try it. I think, I'll try another one. Because as I'm aging, I've noticed my hangovers are getting worse and worse. And I don't have time to have a whole day of not being able to do things. So I tried, it's H-proof, the anytime you drink vitamin. So it actually has things in there that help your body actually metabolize the alcohol faster. So as you age, your liver doesn't metabolize things as well. So it's got electrolytes in it to help you stay hydrated, vitamin C, liver supporters, enzymes, B vitamins. And it actually has worked for me. It's just, you take 2 little chewable things.
Yeah.
After you've had, I think it says for every 5 drinks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Take a full serving every 5 or fewer drinks.
Huh.
So you just take a couple, they're like lozenges, but they're like chewable things that dissolve in your mouth.
Nice.
And I just take them when I get home. Or if I know I'm going out and having a lot, I'll maybe put a couple in my pocket just to have. And it's, it's really worked. I don't have like a super headache. I don't have like feeling really gross. I mean, and it's not 100%, like I still had a little, I'm a slow and sluggish, but that's probably just from being out all night. But it definitely, like, I haven't had a huge headache, don't feel nauseous and gross the next day. Can actually get up and go to work and do things. So I'll be having a couple of these after some of these beers that we're doing today. And I would definitely recommend them.
I like that, and I'm a sucker for great packaging, and I like the kind of it's not minty green, but it's like a
kind of
washed
minty,
out kind of
sea foamy.
Yeah, Yeah, and just I like the whole thing. It's and of course the product and what it does is pretty nice as well.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And there might be a link
So.
for you to get $10 off your first order in the show notes.
There we
If you
go.
want to check it out. And I'm not just selling it because they're trying to tell me to. I've been using them, and it's been a lifesaver. You buy one bottle, you're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I got like 2 or 3 of them in my bathroom now because I don't want to run out.
So you're able to drink like you're 23 again.
Yes.
No.
But I don't drink that often, but when I do, it kind of, I want to go and have fun, and then I want to be able to function the next day, and
totally,
this definitely helps.
Right.
So.
You have to plan out that you're having drinks, and you're totally right. As you get older, I can have 2 or 3, and I'm feeling okay. I get anywhere past that. It's
Well, that's what it says. 5 or fewer, take 2 of these things. So normally that's good.
Yeah,
I'm good at like 5 or 6 beers. I'm pretty good, but sometimes it goes past that. But
totally, yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm gonna have to add that to my repertoire. Well,
maybe I'll send you a bottle.
Perfect.
Like I said, I got a few of them because I was like, "Yep, it works." I'm gonna buy a few of those.
There we go.
You save if you buy a couple bottles or something. So
nice. Well, good. Well, I have a couple things here. So, one of the pitfalls of men's big and tall or plus size clothing is that there are not a lot of options, and the options that are out there, we tend to be talking about generally the same products over and over. And so, we've talked a lot about how the men's or masculine, industry is behind women's, and there are a couple brands here that I came across recently that are doing some really cool things, and they offer men's or gender neutral options, and they really stuck out to me. And so the first one on my list here, they're called Girlfriend Collective, and the website is girlfriend.com, easy to remember. And I've been super impressed with like everything around this brand, because not only are they, I don't know, it feels really accessible and real and down to earth. They also use a variety of models with different body types. They show them in the clothes. To make it even better, they also they're ethically made. So they're making ethically made activewear. They just introduced men's with sizes to 6X, which we don't see a lot. They're making their products from all kinds of crazy recycled stuff: fishing nets, bottles, cotton waste. Apparently the cotton waste is called cupro, and it's waste that's left behind from things that are made with cotton and recycled polyester. So they're using these things to make their products, and their products kind of run the spectrum. They've got shorts, tees, windbreakers, socks, gender neutral stuff. They've got sweatshirts, hoodies, joggers, leggings, puffer vests, and a half zip fleece. And all of these, they've got like different colors, and they've got sizes to 6X for everything. So that is something that you just don't see across the board. And that really stood out to me. I love the photography on the site. I love just kind of the overall feel of the brand and what they have to offer. And they have shorts that I desperately want to buy. So adding those to my list. But it's just cool. I like what they're doing. And I think, we don't get a whole lot of opportunity to talk about new brands that are doing cool stuff. So, the active
windbreaker thing.
Me too.
I like that bright, it's like a brighter green color. I like that it's not just navy, black, and gray,
Right. That's the other thing is it's not
nice colors.
Yeah, the colors are not boring. It's nice to see some things that are a little different, that stand out, because Lord knows we need some color in our lives. And it's still there's no bad time for you to test different colors and try different things. And I don't care that we're going into fall. I'll be wearing shorts as long as I can, because that's my life. And
I'm wearing shorts with a flannel right now. So
perfect. Exactly. So yeah, I love their street short. I want to try their teas and see how they fit, and how that goes.
Mhm.
There's definitely going to be a review on Chubster in the near future. I love what they're doing, and I just think like it's brands that are doing things like this where they are, they're making their clothing ethically. They're using bigger models, and not just bigger models, but a variety of
Mhm.
models of that run the spectrum of everything. I think that's so important, and we don't see enough of that. So celebrating those kind of things, I think, is really important. Now, I will throw out there, because most people already know this, but if you're doing something like this and you're doing it ethically, and let's say domestically, which I think they are doing it. They do all of their stuff in the US, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd need to go back and look. But if you're doing that, you're not going to get ASOS prices for that.
Mhm.
That
But it's
said,
really not that bad though.
right, that's the thing. I mean, I'm looking at like the
Like
shorts.
it's higher end, but
It
it's
is.
not outrageous.
It is, and that's the thing, is that we need higher end products as well. We don't we the cheap stuff you can definitely get at different places, but we need things that are at a different price
Yeah, and I
point.
feel like it'll actually last
Right.
more than a season.
Exactly. So the shorts are $58. The t-shirts are 38.
Yeah,
But
so that's not horrible.
no, it's not. And I mean, like the windbreaker is $98. And I mean, for
Yeah.
looking at what they've got here, I mean, that I could see
I
wearing
really
that
like
around.
this sweatshirt too. I'm really loving the colors.
Totally, the colors, the vibe, the fits. I just, it's like it's everything that I want, that I didn't know I wanted until I saw this.
And it looks like they go up to a 6X.
Yes.
So they have kind of a different style of size chart. So make sure you check out their size chart. I was just looking because it said a 12, like 1 through 12. So it's just so it's gender neutral, and then you can see the breakdown of waist and chest size and whatever.
Exactly. So the difference is like in their men's category. So for like the t-shirts and the shorts, they do the traditional kind of sizing up to 6XL, and they show that. When you get into the gender neutral stuff, their sizing goes for, is it like 1 to 12 or something
1 to
like
12,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. And so a 12 is a 6X, and definitely look at the size chart. But I mean, their 6X is definitely roomy.
Yeah, it says after chest 57 to 60, so that's definitely yeah,
which is awesome.
That's good.
So absolutely check them out. There will definitely be a more in-depth article on Girlfriend Collective on Chubster in the near future, because I am a fan without having tried the stuff. So once I try it, then I'll report back here, and we'll talk about it.
Awesome.
So
thank you, Bruce. I'm definitely going to be spending some money over there.
Yes. Should we open another beer?
Yes. What do you got next?
I'm going to finish the rest of this Flensburger for a moment here. Yes, please hold. Okay. Yes. So I have Fruh, Fruh Kolsch. I've made no secret of the fact that I love a good Kolsch. Is this a good Kolsch? I don't know yet. We're about to find out. So
I have one friend that checked in with that and gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that friend is not me, because I don't always go back and check.
No, it was
which
not
beers. Good. All right, perfect. I'm like, have I had this one before? I don't think so. But so Fruh Kolsch apparently was created in 1904. So a newer German beer.
Yes, 1904.
Yes, and it is well, it smells Kolschy. It's got that traditional kind of light. Let's see. It's light. It's it's light. I won't know anymore until I taste some. So
it says it's a recipe from Peter Joseph Fruh, whatever that is. How do you say that? Fruh?
Peter Joseph Fruh.
Yeah. Top fermented specialty beer, features the best ingredients and is brewed according to the German purity law. A favorite beer of Cologne, which became one of the city's original.
I forget it. I do actually know another German word, and it's Reinheitsgebot, which is the German purity law. The only other German word that I can think of that I
I'll have
know.
to talk to my friend. He is a army brat, is it what they're called? His parents were stationed in Germany for a while. So
This is very, very light. Malty, which I mean, I don't know if you can have a German beer that's not malty. I'm sure you can, but I've never had one. Yeah, so malty, kind of grassy.
yeah. So the top descriptors on Untapped say light, clean, smooth, sweet, and fruity.
I would say clean. I don't really get fruity, I guess. Very light. I mean, this is an easy drinking beer. That's, a Kolsch. It's super easy to drink. So that's always one of the things that I opt for. The first Kolsch that I ever had was from Schlafly in St. Louis, and it's still my favorite Kolsch. I can't get it out here, so I need to join one of those beer trade groups.
Oh yeah.
That may or may not exist because you can't send beer through the mail.
No, you don't ever do that.
Yeah, but I would love to get some Schlafly Kolsch.
So if you're listening, you can send Bruce some
Schlafly. Yep,
that's a weird. To Chubster somewhere.
Yes, care of Chubster
something.
Yes, care of Heavy Conversation.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What are you going to break open?
I am going to break open. I've already had this one.
Okay.
But I like it a lot. Atomic Pumpkin.
I like this. It's got
spicy. So it said originally a special release.
Oh.
And it's crossed off and it says spicy release.
Aha, yes.
It's got some chilies in there.
Oh, okay. All right.
All ale brewed with pumpkin, cinnamon, and chilies.
It wouldn't be a fall beer tasting without at least one pumpkin beer, right?
At least for me, I like pumpkin beers.
Yeah.
And the other day I was just feeling it. It wasn't quite the pumpkin beer weather for me, but because it's been nice here again.
Sure.
But,
yes. Yes, indeed. Good.
It's so good because it's got those chilies in there. I love that.
Yes.
It's got that kick.
I like that.
Find it. Yeah. Atomic Ranger, blah, blah, blah. 6.4 and a 10 IBU pumpkin ale featuring cinnamon, habanero, chili peppers, and just the right amount of heat.
Hey,
Spicy,
nice.
cinnamon, heat, sweet, and subtle. But the New Belgium Brewing Company, Fort Collins, Colorado.
There we go.
Good job. Good job. Pumpkin / yam beer. It's great.
Hey, perfect.
So I'm going to be a big fan of this one. I'll be drinking this one a lot this fall, as long as it's available.
Very nice. Yes.
And I think I got this one at the grocery store, so this one is more widely available.
I yesterday went out to a town outside of Portland, about 45 minutes out, called Hood River, and went to a brewery called Fruh, which, if you're a beer enthusiast like we are, you know about Fruh. People love Fruh. So went there and tried their Oktoberfest, and what else? There was another one. Was it a fest beer? I should probably look at my Untapped to see what I drank, but it was great beer, really solid. The Oktoberfest was good. I really love these fall beers. I mean, it's probably my favorite beer drinking season, so
yeah. Well, it's nice to switch it up. So and there's a distinct fall beer air, they're considerably different than a lot of the summery, citrus, the hazy IPAs that I normally drink, or just a Pilsner. There's distinct flavor differences in the dark beers. Yeah.
I
agree.
Yeah, I did a Kolsch. I had a Kolsch at Freem. I did tasters. We did a flight. So I had the Kolsch. I had an Oktoberfest. They were both pretty good. Their Japanese lager, killer. Man, it was good. That was just like it's a beer that I want regularly, and I don't know if they bottle it. I'm not sure. They had it on tap there, but I highly recommend. Totally aside from everything we're talking about here for our fall beer tasting, try the Japanese lager from Freem. You won't be disappointed. So, yes. So while we enjoy this beer, let me tell you about this other clothing brand that I came across. Well, I can't take credit for this because my wife actually came across it and sent it to me and said, you should probably write about this. So here we are. They are called Big Bud. And the website is bigbudpress.com. And it is it's bright and colorful, and they're out of Los Angeles, ethically and locally manufactured. So 98% of their fabric is grown and made domestically, and it's NAFTA certified. They're aiming to make that 98% into 100% by next year. They're really focused on the ethically manufactured side of things. And so they visit every arm of their production process at least once a week. And they say, but usually on a daily basis. So this is apparently a really big thing for them. They do tops, bottoms, jumpsuits, work pants, which I particularly love and want to get a couple pairs of. I love the colors. Most of their stuff is gender neutral. You'll see there are some things that lean a little more feminine, but a lot of what they have is it's gender neutral, and you could pull it off. So sizes go to 6X in most things and 7X in some of the others. And of course they use models with different body types to show the fit. I love their models. I love the feel and the vibe of the entire brand. Their models run the spectrum. They've got skinny, smaller people. They've got bigger, rounder people. They've got people with different ethnicities, different styles. One of their models, she's covered in tattoos. It's just really cool. It's like it just runs the spectrum, and I love what they have here. And they even have jumpsuits. And I'm telling you, if they weren't sold out of the fudge sickle brown jumpsuit, I'd be wearing that. Or even like maybe the orange. There's a couple greens, and definitely a blue. Basically, I would have a jumpsuit for every day if possible. So, yes, yeah. It's not as I guess laid back as Girlfriend Collective was. But I mean they have everything: t-shirts, polos, long sleeves, crews and hoodies. And I mean, like when you look at those, there are a bunch of different things there that guys could definitely pull off and should. And looking at the sizing, it's just like you can't go wrong. They also have accessories. It's just really it's fun. It's bright. There's a lot of colorful stuff. There's interesting prints. The work pants, like I said, really stick out to me. And if you're wanting color, which we get a lot of people writing in to Chubster who are complaining about the lack of color in big and tall or men's plus size clothing. Well, you find something like Big Bud where they are taking that on directly and saying, okay, well, here you go. We've got a spicy mustard work pant for you, or sage green, or Mustang red, creamsicle orange. So that
I like the creamsicle orange.
Me too. The clay red is really sticking out to me. It's been like, that's the color that I keep coming back to. And I'm like, okay,
that's a good color.
Yeah, I think I could do that. And I just love their models. Like, I don't know. It's just everything that this brand is doing really like speaks to me. Okay. So I would definitely recommend taking a look. And I think if you end up buying anything from this, then let us know. Send us pictures, because we want to see. And I'm definitely going to get something. I don't know what. I thinking about some of the work shorts, definitely work pants. I mean, there are a lot of things here that that I think a dude like me could probably pull off and make work. And I like some of their kind of sweatshirts, some of the different things that they've got there. So, we'll see. We'll see what I end up with.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes. So
different lengths on the pants.
yeah,
Nice.
bags and accessories. So if you're not sold on getting the clothes, but you want something that's colorful and interesting, they do some gingham stuff that is not boring as hell, because you know how we get caught up in like the flannel and gingham kind of
Yeah.
kind
No,
of thing.
it's a fun color combos.
Right.
And I like the logo one, the
yes,
big bud.
totally.
Press.
So it's like a warped logo print. So it's like this. It almost feels like a 60s or 70s kind
it's
of
very
vibe.
retro. Yeah.
And
the
it's
flower one is kind of really retro.
Yeah, and I mean they do retro really well, and it's that's the thing, is like we get stuck in, we are given specific types of looks and we kind of stick with those. Both of these brands that we've talked about here, they offer something that's different, that kind of in some ways stands out from what you would normally do. So try to get out of your comfort zone, try something new and something different. Look at both of these brands. It's bigbudpress.com and girlfriend.com, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
So I came to the table with 3 beers, and
okay. You have them?
I'm still working on the Kolsch. I'm going to continue to do that, and I still have some of the first beer. So,
all right. Well, I have one more that I can talk about.
Yes, please.
So, keeping with more pumpkin, I got a pumpkin spice Yeti. It's an imperial stout, so it's going to be a darker one.
Nice.
By Great Divide. Excuse me. It says, when the air gets crisper and the foliage turns brilliant shades of red and orange, the Yeti yens for the libation that captures the quintessential flavors of fall. Rich and roasty with added layers of decadent sweetness, pumpkin spice Yeti is brewed with seasonal spices and a unique selection of coffee from our friends at Pablo's Coffee. Hey. Pairs perfectly with hay rides, pumpkin carving, and leaf peeping. Leaf peeping. Okay.
Wheat peeping. Okay. Of
leaf
course.
Peeping. I was like,
oh, leaf.
I
thought you said wheat. I was like, wheat peeping. That's something I've never heard of, but
no,
I'll try that. Why
leaf
not?
peeping.
Yes,
when you go look at the fall colors.
Yes, foliage.
Yeah, leaf
fantastic.
Peeping. That's like happening already, but yeah.
You know what? You've got me thinking about that German place right down the street from your house. I need to come over and we need to go there. That's I
just went there last night.
Did you? Ooh, yeah. You're in the best place.
Their Oktoberfest something, whatever their Oktoberfest beer is.
They have so many good beers, and they give you can get these mason jars of beers.
You get like a huge.
I have 2 sitting behind me on the floor here that I need to bring back.
I try not to do that because it can get out of hand.
Right. But glorious, just so good. Oops. So while you're
Divide.
Have you tried it? Did I miss that while I was?
A little bit, yeah. I was.
Okay.
It's very strong.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find the pumpkin spice Yeti.
Okay, so Yeti. While you're trying to find that, I'm gonna jump into a little bit of the last thing that I have on my list to talk about.
Okay.
It's probably, if you're listening to this on the day that the episode comes out, then you're probably either aware of this, or maybe it's happening now, or it just happened. But Apple, our friends at Apple, are having an event, and
our friends,
yes, those folks at Apple are talking about their new iPhone, their new Apple Watch, maybe a new iPad, and definitely, I'm going to say definitely, a new MacBook Pro. And so new Apple stuff coming out, always fun, always a way to blow a lot of your money, but if you're in that ecosystem, then this is, that's what it's all about. And for me, my MacBook Pro I've had for a couple of years. It is not my favorite MacBook Pro that I've ever had.
Okay.
I am definitely going to upgrade to a new one. The new MacBook Pros, I guess, use their own chips, which they're guessing are going to be called the M1X because they have the M1 chip. So they're much faster. They have much better battery life. All of these things. You can apparently use these new MacBook Pros. You can run mobile apps on them as well, which sounds interesting to me. So there's a lot of things around that where I'm like, okay, just for better processing power. Like I have a problem on my current MacBook Pro where even just running Safari, I'm always getting this message about a website using too many resources and that it needs to be closed and reopened or something like that. It's super annoying. I also greatly dislike the keyboard on this MacBook Pro. So there are many reasons that I am ready to trade up. So yeah,
nice.
so there's that, a new iPhone. I personally don't care so much about that. I got the one last year after a few, having the one before that for a few years. And I'm going to do the same thing. It's like they don't make so many like
it's not
major.
It's not a big enough change for me to. I'm like, what? I don't know. Whatever.
Totally. Yeah. Like it's not.
This works for what I'm doing, and
yeah, if you wait 2 or 3 years, at least in our opinion, apparently it's, you wait 2 or 3 years, you end up with something that's that has some real updates and, real reasons for you to use them. Now, I will say with, I've got the 12 Pro, the camera on this phone is phenomenal. I can use it for Chubster stuff, which I usually use a mirrorless camera. I've got a Panasonic GH5 that I used to use for everything, but this camera is great. I mean, it does everything that I need it to and more. So I feel like they're really getting to a point where they're just like, unless you're doing really specialized kinds of work, you can do some great things with just your phone. So yeah. So we'll see.
I like my 12 Pro. I mean, I use, it's nice.
Yeah. So the Apple Watch, I'm curious to see what they do with that. It's supposed to have a different shape and be a little bit bigger, which for those of us with thicker wrists, that could be good. So it's like I guess a 45 instead of a 44. I don't know. Of course, it's all guessing. And usually when these people guess, it's hit or miss. So we'll see. So you probably know what's happening as of now, but I'm definitely getting a MacBook Pro. Probably going to hold off on a watch. Definitely going to hold off on an iPhone. And there may be a new iPad announced as well. I don't really care so much about that either. Yeah. But if you do, you should definitely check those things out. So
it'll be an exciting time. In time for holiday to get new Apple products. That's
right. If you're looking for things to spend your money on for the holiday season, now you've got a few more. So, well, great. Well, this has been good. We've done a beer tasting. I feel good about what we've done here, and
take my things, and
that's right.
I move on to my day. Well, thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, Jody.
Now I'm gonna have to try and finish these beers the next day or two because this Yeti is very strong.
Oh yeah.
9.5. I can't do that right now. I gotta finish my day.
Oh yeah. Drink that. Take a nap.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Be done for the day.
Pretty much. Well, good.
All right. So check out the list on our Untapped on the app. It'll also be in the show notes on the website. So definitely check that out.
Yes.
And we'll have the notes about the brands and the H-proof. We'll have links to all that.
Absolutely.
Right. Thanks, Bruce.
Until next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.